Alright, what is going on, everybody? So what this video is going to be is just me showing every exotic that is currently available in Destiny Rising. Now, there are more exotics that we know about that are going to be releasing, but for the sake of this video, I am playing early access, so I'm just going to show what I'm able to see, just in case maybe it might get delayed for some of those exotics or whatever. I'm just going to cover what I can see in the game right now. But just to clarify, there could be some exotics missing in this. I'm also going to be doing more videos on Destiny Rising, going over all the characters, all the mythic weapons, etc. While I got early access, the game does come out in 2 days, but if you want to see some stuff early, I got you. So stay tuned here on the channel and enjoy the video. Sweet Business is being introduced in Destiny Rising as a solar auto rifle. Now, this is, for some reason, everyone on TikTok spams this exotic in the comments. So lucky for you, it is going to be in Destiny Rising. It has the intrinsic trait Payday, which is a larger magazine, increased accuracy when hip firing, as well as picking up heavy ammo immediately reloads this weapon. It also has the perk Business Time, which sustained fire is going to boost range and the RPM. It has the Catalyst, where this weapon's rate of fire can reach 1200. When this weapon is fully spun up, the flinch from incoming damage is greatly reduced. It has the Catalyst Band 1, which this weapon will gradually reload while stowed. The Catalyst Band 2, which once this weapon has reached its maximum rate of fire for 2 seconds, it gains 20% increased damage at the cost of 30 stability. It has the exotic Catalysis boost, which you can use, and it will increase the stats on this weapon depending on what you want to choose from. If you want to increase the reload, you want to have more ammo in the magazine, or more range, it's up to you what you want to choose. The Furies 3 is a solar pulse rifle and is a ton of fun to use. This is a brand new exotic that they have created in Destiny Rising. Its intrinsic trait, Neural Currents. When firing repeatedly, this gun's firing rate can gradually increase to 540. It also has War Machine Learning, which consecutive strikes will surround the target. It basically makes a bubble with crit points that you can shoot, and it will give you more damage when you shoot those crit spots. That's basically what the exotic does. It's a lot of fun to use. It has the Catalyst, which damage from hitting those crit points is going to increase by 17.5%, and those crit points will last longer. It has the Catalyst Band 1, which repeatedly hitting crit points is going to refund ammo to the magazine. The Catalyst Band 2, damage dealt by hitting critical points is going to increase to 32.5%. So a lot of boost to the damage on those crit points, which is what you want. It has the exotic Catalysis boost, which are going to increase the stats on this weapon, depending on which one you choose. They all do different things with more stability, more ammo, more reload speed. Up to you what you want to use on this weapon. But Polaris Lance is also returning in Destiny Rising. It is a solar scout rifle, just like we've seen previously. It has the perfect 5th intrinsic trait, which precision hits return ammo to the magazine, and landing 4 precision hits will load a delayed solar explosive round for your next shot. It also has the perk Nano Inflammation, which each debuff on the target increases the damage taken from this weapon by an extra 15%, and this does stack up to 3 times. Its Catalyst, Precision Final Blows, will trigger Elemental Blasts. It has the Catalyst Band 1, which increases the Scorch damage targets take when high explosive ordnance rounds detonate by 100%. It has the Catalyst Band 2, which grants this weapon a 50% increase to all blast damage. It has the exotic Catalysis boost, which will increase the stats on the weapon depending on which ones that you choose. The Forbidden Toaster Jotun is also returning in Destiny Rising. This is a solar fusion rifle, and it has always been a ton of fun to use. It has the intrinsic trait Charge Shot, which hold down the trigger to charge up a tracking shot that explodes and burns on impact. It also has Sympathetic Arsenal, which, reloading within 5 seconds after a final blow, is also going to reload stowed weapons. For the Catalyst, when surrounded by combatants, charge time is shortened by 50%, and damage is increased by 15%. For the Catalyst Band 1, defeating a target is going to spread Scorch to those nearby. More elite combatants and opposing light bearers will cause Scorch in a larger radius. For the Catalyst Band 2, increases the damage dealt by spreading Scorch with hits and final blows by 60%. For the exotic boosts that it has, I'll show them here really quickly as well. These are going to boost the stats on the weapon, depending on which one you choose. The Wrist Runner Arc SMG is also returning to Destiny Rising. It has the intrinsic trait Arc Conductor, which when taking arc damage, this weapon becomes more powerful and resists incoming arc damage. Kills will extend the time in this overcharged state. It also has the perk Superconductor, which when Arc Conductor is active, Shots fired have the chance to chain lightning and return ammo. It also has the Catalyst, which casting your arc ability will cause this weapon to enter the arc conductor state. The Catalyst Band 1, which triggering arc conductor, increases this weapon's damage by 16.6% and grants the wielder arc resistance. It has the Catalyst Band 2, which chaining lightning is going to deal 33% increased damage while arc conductor is active. And I'll show you the exotic boosts here, which are the attachments that you can add on the weapon to increase the stats depending on what you want to go for on the weapon. The Huckleberry Exotic SMG is also returning in Destiny Rising. However, it is a void SMG in this game. It does have the intrinsic trait Ride the Bull, which increase rate of fire and recoil while you're holding down the trigger. Kills with this weapon will reload a portion of the magazine as well. It does have the Reincarnation perk, which final blows with this weapon will grant it 15% increased damage for 6 seconds, and this does stack up to 6. It has the Catalyst, which defeating targets with the Huckleberry is going to fully reload its magazine. Reloading while having reached the highest rate of fire, and immediately firing retains the highest rate of fire. It has the Catalyst Band 1, which upgrades Reincarnation to its enhanced form, as well as the Catalyst Band 2, which as this weapon's rate of fire increases, its damage also increases by 50%. It has the exotic boost on this weapon, which will increase the stats. Depending on which one you use, it's up to you what you want to use on the weapon at the end of the day. We have finally got what we've always wanted as well. We have the Concerto Exotic Sidearm. These are void, and these are akimbo. I cannot wait to use this exotic. It has the intrinsic trait Cadenza, which final blows grant Cadenza, increasing this weapon's damage by 20%, and this stacks up to 4. Dying does clear all of these stacks, and landing final blows while this is active is going to fully reload this weapon. It also has the perk Concertino, which when Cadenza is active, swapping to your power weapon is automatically going to fill the magazine, and transfers up to 2 Cadenza stacks to it. It also gets the Catalyst, which is damage bonus from final blows is increased from 20 to 25%. The Catalyst Band 1, this weapon can deal up to 30% additional damage to targets at close range. The Catalyst Band 2, the damage bonus from final blows, is increased from 25 to 30%. This exotic is going to be nasty. I can't wait to get Gwen and use this exotic for her. These are the exotic boosts that we have on the weapon that will increase the stats depending on which one you are using. The Crimson Exotic Hand Cannon is also returning in Destiny Rising. However, it is arc in this game. It does have the banned weapon intrinsic trait, which this weapon fires a 3-round burst. It has the perk Cruel Remedy, which multi-kills with this weapon immediately reload your equipped primary and power weapons from reserves. It does have the Catalyst, which the last round this weapon fires, with each shot deals an additional 30% damage. It also has the Catalyst Band 1, which increases the weapon's ability and grants it 540 increased rate of fire. The Catalyst Band 2, the last round this weapon fires, with each shot deals an additional 60% damage. And it does have the exotic boost here that you can choose from, and you can go with whatever stats you want. I don't know what I'm going to go for on this weapon yet. I might go for the 7. It has the range, reload, and the weapon hit damage bonus. The old Prefect is a brand new solar hand cannon, and it's a 150 RPM. It has the intrinsic trait Tiger's Throw, which this weapon fires scattered rounds. It has the perk Dragon's Breath, which successive hits will scorch the target and deal increased damage. For the Catalyst, after enough scorch stacks are applied, the target ignites in a large explosion. It has the Catalyst Band 1, which increases the scorch damage and deterioration bonus from landing consecutive hits by 20%. It has the Catalyst Band 2, which increases the blast damage and radius from consecutive hits by 50%. And I'll show you the exotic boost on this weapon as well for the stats on this. And I can't wait for this solar hand cannon. I think it's going to be a ton of fun to use. The Queenbreaker exotic is also returning. However, in this game, it's called the Royal Contravene. For the traits, it has the wire rifle. Holding the reload button toggles this weapon's sights and changes its firing mode. So you have the single shot or the 3-round burst mode. It also has the Catalyst, which when this weapon's magazine is empty, it refills from reserves based on the number of hits, so rewind rounds. It has the Catalyst Band 1, which grants this weapon 20% increased precision damage. And the Catalyst Band 2, which grants this weapon 33% increased chain lightning damage. Precision hits deal higher chain lightning damage. I think this exotic is going to slap in the game. I'll probably use it on most bosses, I'd assume. And for the Catalyst boost for the stats, I'll show them here really quickly. I don't know why they went and called it the Royal Contravene. But yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a lot of fun to use in the game regardless. The Octant Riot Disperser is a brand new heavy arc shotgun, and this exotic seems like it's going to be nasty. It has the trait Salvo of Artillery, which if you hold down the reload button, it enables a volley mode that fires all the remaining bullets at a time. And you don't have to charge it up like Grand Overture either. You just hold your reload and shoot those 8 shots that you have in the magazine. It also has Deafening Rumbles, which damage from this weapon's volley is increased based on the number of pellets shot. It's also got the Catalyst, which grants this weapon's volley 20% increased damage, and they can stun combatants. It has the Catalyst Band 1, which this weapon's damage ramps up as it's fired, increasing by 20% each time until the magazine is empty. And for the Catalyst Band 2, each reload loads 2 rounds. And here are the exotic boosts that it has. I think this exotic is going to be absolutely disgusting. I think that volley shot, especially on a shotgun where you don't have to charge it up, is going to hit pretty hard as well. The Chaperone is also returning in Destiny Rising. It's in the heavy slot and is a void shotgun. It does have the intrinsic trait Precision Slug, which fires a single slug precision round. It does get the perk Roadborne, which precision kills briefly increase the weapon's handling, range, and precision damage. For the Catalyst, Precision Final Blows automatically reload this weapon from reserves. The Catalyst Band 1 grants this weapon 15% increased precision damage. For the Catalyst Band 2, precision hits can trigger the Roadborne perk. These are the Catalyst boosts that it gets. And if you're wondering why this is in the heavy slot, that is because, once again, this game doesn't have special ammo weapons, so in order to fix that, they put it in the heavy slot. The Borealis exotic is also returning in Destiny Rising. However, this might be one of the best exotics that we get in the game. Now, this is because it has the fundamentals. You can tap reload to change this weapon's damage type, cycling between Solar Arc and Void. Now, in Destiny Rising, the shield type on your weapons does matter, so having a weapon that has all 3 is going to be clutch. It also has Ionic Return, which breaking a combatant shield with a matching element or breaking the shield of a light bearer using a super is going to fully reload this weapon and grant bonus damage to the current magazine and increases the damage of the next 5 rounds. I'm telling you, this exotic is going to be meta. Do not sleep on it. The Catalyst, this weapon deals 20% increased damage to bosses and powerful combatants. The Catalyst Band 1, this weapon deals 45 increased damage to shields of the same element. You see what I'm saying here? Catalyst Band 2 increases the damage of the elemental explosion generated by breaking a shield of the element of this weapon, or the same element as this weapon, by 100%. They have cooked with this exotic in this game. For the Catalyst, I'll show you the attachments here. These are the boosts for the weapon stats that you could choose from. This exotic is going to hit. You definitely want to get your hands on this when the game comes out. Izanagi's Burden is also returning in Destiny Rising. It is in the heavy slot, and it is a solar weapon. It does have the intrinsic Honed Edge, which tapping reload is going to consume the magazine and load a round with additional range and damage, so just like in Destiny 2. It also has the Outlaw Refit, which Precision Final Blows is going to grant 60% to your reload speed. So a little bit of synergy with that Honed Edge and that faster reload speed. It's going to be nice. The Catalyst, consuming 4 rounds, grants Honed Edge 15% increased precision damage, so more damage to that Honed Edge shot. The Catalyst Band 1 is going to increase the reload speed after emptying the magazine by 20. For the Catalyst Band 2, this weapon deals 15% increased precision damage to bosses and powerful combatants. I'll show you here really quickly the boosts like I have on all the other weapons. I think Izanagi's Burden is going to be a great option in the game because of that Honed Edge shot. The Partridge Sky is a brand new solar sword, and the design of this exotic looks insane. I love the fire coming off of the sword. For its intrinsic trait Arrows of Silver, the heavy attack is going to fling Sharpnel and sets the ground alight. Heavy attacks are stronger with full energy, so kind of like a Wayframe sword. Battle Cry, dealing damage with charged heavy attacks, are going to grant 20% increased swing speed and 20% increased light attack damage for 4 seconds. The Catalyst is going to increase the damage dealt after igniting the ground, with a charged heavy attack is going to be increased by 20%. The Catalyst Band 1, heavy attacks deal 20% increased blast damage. For the Catalyst Band 2, it's going to upgrade Battle Cry to an enhanced form, so it's going to enhance that perk. For the boosts here, I'll show you them really quickly. I think this sword is going to be a ton of fun to use within the game. I don't really, ever use Wayframe swords in Destiny 2, but with the perks on this and the catalyst, I think it's going to be good. We have a brand new heavy arc grenade launcher. I'm going to be honest, I don't know how to say this. I'm just going to call it the Smart Bomb exotic grenade launcher. It has the intrinsic trait airburst grenades, which this weapon fires in a straight line. Projectiles will detonate when they are within close proximity of their targets. It also has the red giant perk, which holding the fire button will charge the grenade, increasing its blast damage by up to 50% and the radius by 25%. For the catalyst, when super energy is full, you can hold your reload button and it's going to consume 50% of your super energy, and you're going to gain 5 super grenades. Super grenades deal higher damage and have a larger blast radius. Damage increases based on the charge time. For the Catalyst Band 1, this weapon can complete charging faster, and grenades launched when the weapon is fully charged deal 100% increased blast damage. The Catalyst Band 2, super grenades gain plus 30% base blast damage. So here are the boosts for the exotic as well. This is, like I said, one of the first exotics you get in the game. I think the whole synergy where it takes your super energy and, overcharges a grenade launcher to have those 5 shots is a cool concept. Let me know what you think in the comments below on this one. Two-Tailed Fox is also returning in Destiny Rising. It has the intrinsic trait Twin Tails, which shoots 2 rockets, 1 void, and 1 solar that can track onto the same target. It has the perk Play With Your Prey. The void rocket suppresses enemies, and the solar rocket causes damage over time. For the catalyst, it adds an additional arc rocket to the second volley fired. It has the Catalyst Band 1, which the arc rocket's damage is increased to be equivalent to the other 2 rockets. The Catalyst Band 2, all rockets fired by Two-Tailed Fox, gain 18% increased blast damage. So this exotic is going to be a lot of fun to use. Once again, all these exotics are going to be a lot of fun to use in my opinion. But here are the exotic boosts as well to the traits on the weapon. Let me know your thoughts on Two-Tailed Fox. You're going to be using it in this game, or if there's just so many other options. I don't know myself yet what I'll be rocking on Icor Array, but it could be a good option. There's also another rocket in the game that is an exotic that you're familiar with that I don't know if I can say or not, so I'm just not going to include it. We also have a very unique brand new Void machine gun, the Gallows. It has the intrinsic trait boasts Nova grenades, which inflicting damage, charges up, and fires 2 homing Void grenades. It also has polarized rifling. This weapon gains gradually range the longer you stay in combat until it reaches no damage fall off and resets upon exiting combat. For the Catalyst, triggers Void grenades faster. For the Catalyst Band 1, grants this weapon 20% increased rate of fire, as well as the Catalyst Band 2, Void explosives deal 20% increased blast damage. And here are the exotic boosts that are on this weapon. For some reason, it's not loading the weapon itself on here, but really quickly, I'll show you. Kind of see it right there. It's got like a little slot for that grenade shot, so I'm guessing that's what it's there for. Another returning exotic is Heir Apparent. Now, in Destiny 2, this is only available in Guardian games, so I don't know if we're maybe getting Guardian games. In Destiny Rising, I have no clue, but it is solar, as well as it has the heavy grenade launcher intrinsic trait. So aiming down sights spins up this weapon. This weapon can be fired only when fully spun up. It has the perk Armor of the Colossus, which when at full health, spinning up this weapon protects you with an arc shield. So maybe it is meant to be arc. I'm not sure why it shows solar there, but it also has the Catalyst, which increases the arc shield's durability, raising its arc resistance to 25%, and its void and solar resistance to 38%. Reloads 50% of the magazine if it is destroyed. It also has the Catalyst Band 1, which consecutive hits gradually increase damage up to a maximum of 25%. This will last until you die. For the Catalyst Band 2, consecutive hits gradually increase damage up to a maximum of 50%. This does go away when the user dies. So I'll show the Catalyst boost here on this weapon as well. And I'm not sure why it does show solar there. It might be meant to be arc. I mean, this is early access, so it could change when the game launches on Thursday. But I'm excited for this exotic to be in Destiny Rising regardless. We also have a brand new arc auto crossbow in the heavy slot. This exotic looks insane. Let me take my camera off really quickly so you can see the whole thing. I am so hyped for this exotic. This is probably going to be my favorite out of all of them that we've seen so far. So for the traits, it has the intrinsic trait, which is going to fire a volley of 3 bolts. It also has the perk, which hip fire bolts over penetrate targets. Bolts fired while aiming have significantly reduced spread and deal increased precision damage. For the Catalyst, hip-fired arrows gain plus 25% over penetration damage. For the Catalyst Band 1, aiming down sights grant this weapon plus 15 rate of fire, as well as the Catalyst Band 2, which firing increases the number of bolts fired from 3 to 4, but each individual bolt deals 90% damage. I think this exotic looks insane. It is probably my favorite exotic out of all of them that we've seen. And that is it on this video on all of the exotics in Destiny Rising that I'm able to see right now. Big shout out to NetEase for letting me in on the early access now. There are more exotics that are coming out and potentially will be out on Thursday. This is just what I can see in the game right now. So I want to make a video and a bunch of shorts as well just to get that info out there. There are so many other weapons that I will be showing. I'm going to go over the mythic weapons next, which honestly you could argue look cooler and might be better than some of these exotics. So stay tuned on the channel. If you are playing Destiny Rising and you like that kind of content around the game, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See y'all in the next one. Hoppers.
Here in the summer.